All right, so I did come up with 2 new personal essays, and I will be going over one today. I'll share one tomorrow, and then I think the rest of the month I'm going to focus on love, because it is February, and I have written a poem for each day for February. Again, I look down and I look up because I have my notes and I don't want to miss a thing. This one I'm going to call The End, or Back to the Beginning. Now that I've been in hospice for 2 months or so, I've also caught 2 or 3 colds during that time, which has really laid me on my butt. For literally the last 24 to 48 hours or so, I could not move at all without having a severe coughing fit. I just kind of laid in one spot. And I felt as though that was a glimpse of what it would be like as my body begins to decline. Last week, I went and I visited one of the nursing homes, and I saw a resident. She was laying in some type of reclining mobile chair. She seemed comfortable, yet slightly emaciated, probably closer to death than I. I'm pretty sure she may have been listening to the conversation the tour guide and I were having about my questions and reasons for choosing to go into a nursing facility down the line. The resident wasn't faced toward any television or anything entertaining of any kind, or even us. Actually, it kind of reminds me when I visited my father's mother in the nursing home many years ago. More often than not, she did not want the television on. Perhaps the dying want more time to think and reflect rather than be pulled away by life's distractions. Anyway, during those 24 to 48 hours, I did allow myself to be pulled away by life's distractions. While I was lying in bed, I binge-watched television shows, I listened to podcasts, and I was playing my silly games. Yet at the same time, it also gave me a glimpse into what life will, more often than not, be like as I begin to decline. Unable to move, alone, with a lot of my own thoughts or distractions. Now, you think this might bother me, but for the most part it doesn't. I wonder if it's because I was an only sick child, who often had a lot of time alone with my own thoughts. If this transition will be easier for me than, say, other people who have been healthy and on the move their whole life. Now, don't get me wrong, I had plenty of times where I was definitely on the move during out my whole life, but I probably also had more times when I wasn't than the average person. As I get slowly closer to the end, it also makes me think about the beginning. A beginning that most of us don't remember. I certainly don't. So I have to pull on the perspective of being a mother, and then put myself in the body of a newborn child. I've come to the conclusion that time is not consistent, as most people think. It is relative. It's very slow at the beginning. Lots of sleeping, some eating, the body just on autopilot. I wrote a piece a while back called Viewmaster. Each night now, before I go to bed, I can almost hear a click, click, or a tick, tick. Another day done. Soon I will come to the end of the reel where it meets the beginning, and there will be no more click, clicks or tick, ticks. At least in this lifetime. Although I do tell my sons that if they ever have a child in the future, one of them will probably be me, so make the body a good one. Most of the time, my personal essays seem to go in circles. This is what I'm going to say. This is what I've said. Oh, sorry. This is what I'm going to say, this is what I'm saying, and this is what I've said. I don't think this one's going to end that way. I think this one is simply to share what I'm experiencing. While I'm still healthy, I do use my time wisely, spending it with friends, family, preparing for the future. But on the rare days when I can't move, time moves very slowly. Once I didn't have enough. Now, during the down days, I have more than I know what to do with.
Me, more often than not, the last 48 to 72 hours.
So I have my humidifier going and plenty of cough drop. And now, back to bed. 12:30 in the afternoon. Have a good day.